Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Football Takeover. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome to X. Welcome to Atletico Madrid and Arsenal match preview. We have three wonderful guests. We will be joined by a fourth as well. Raj is going to join us later. But we're going to start with my PB because he's in the bottom right. How you doing, my PB?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's just been a good week so far. I know it's only Tuesday, but I still cannot believe what Dodsey did for me. It's just incredible, and I love this guy and appreciate that as well. And wow, I've it's like wow, it's like it's my birthday's in September and it's come early, but thank you, and I really appreciate it, man. And enough love to you, and good evening to my pop brother, of course, and Geeks as well. He's a handsome devil.
Not today, mate. I'm not. There's a reason why the camera's off.
No, is it? Don't even. Is it? Oh, don't be blushing about what was said in the chat earlier on, all right, mate? So yeah, and big up to the chat as well. But all good, all good. Looking forward to the game tomorrow, kind of.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, to be honest, mate. Nick, how you doing? Apart from, I know hay fever's bugging you, but how are you doing? Apart from that?
Yeah, so I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the match tonight. Bayern versus PSG. That's going to be an absolute corker of a match. I'm really looking forward to that one, Bobby. And then, I'm very nervous about our match. Very nervous, but I'm here for the Arsenal therapy. So,
well, you might not like me at the end of the show. Neil, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, Bobby. Yeah, no, really good, mate. Really good. Been a busy start to the week at work, which is good. Just happy to be on the show. I think a little bit nervous about what's going on. Obviously with City trying to change their fixtures and stuff, but obviously I'm glad that the Premier League have told them to go away, which is good. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm definitely looking forward to tonight's game. It's going to be a corker, but definitely looking forward more to that game than our game, I think. But yeah, and big up to the rest of the guys on the panel, Brenny and Nick. Sorry to hear you got hay fever, mate. And big up everyone in the chat as well. Thanks for joining us.
Exactly. And that perfect time to bring in the chat. Big up to Mo saying evening. Big up to AFC77 saying good evening, Bobby, and the chat. I love the caricatures. Trust me, that upset a lot of people. I was not willing to take it off. I don't care. It's my decision. I'm the person that does it. And I personally find it hilarious because they both act like babies, so they can both be babies. Big up, lads. Hope you are well. Big up to Chris. Big up to Chris. Anthony saying hi, guys. How's it going? Anthony. Big up to Den saying evening, Bobby and the guys. Pope should have been sent off. He should not have been sent off. As I said, it was a defender that was back further enough.
Yeah, there was
for him not to be a red card. Look, me and Pete BB when we live the watch along. At that time, at split second, we were in red card. However, once the review came up and we both said, well, that defender's far enough back.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
So did everyone in the stadium think that. So just saw it on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. Big up everyone in the chat. Please get your comments in. Hit the like button and why not subscribe. Thank you very much, Geeks. Neil in there saying good evening, guys. Happy birthday to my grandpa. Big up to Mr. Welsh, who's 90 tomorrow. Actually, if that's Welsh, right? So, grandpa of Chris, who's 90 tomorrow, fought in the world when he was younger and will always be your hero. Tomorrow is Wednesday to me. I'm not interested in people saying happy birthday to me, but just another day for me. The hassle is pointless.
Oh, no. It's a special one. It's a big one.
It is indeed.
Big one, Chris. Big one.
Big up to Kabisa Agyapong. Is linked to Osman true as Berta spotted in Turkey? I'll be honest. Firstly, Osman, no. Berta was out there along with a lot of sporting directors. It was a big, massive meeting of sporting directors of many, many clubs that were at that final. I honestly don't know why. It was a very strange final to meet all that. But there was a lot of conversations we've had interest in 3 of those players that were playing that specific day, but it was just mainly just kind of a meeting of sporting directors picking each other's minds, really. And, you know, certain people have made a big, massive deal out of it. What difference does it make? City still have to play the same team at some point. Yeah, regarding the fixtures things, they tried, they failed. Simple. They're scumbags. Big up, lads. Hope you all. Big up to Sahir. Top of the league. We are. Yeah, we are. But yeah, Grandpa Bernie, which was my mum last night until my mum had her pointless. Right, Crispy and Chris, love you, mate. Big up to Michael. Evening, gents. Great to see you all. Just calming down.
Yes, Michael.
After it got a bit hot and sweaty in
Big up, Michael.
the WA chat between Nick and.
Oh yeah, exactly.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's why I thought. That's why I thought. You know, Geeks was blushing right now still, but he's got his AP for a situation. I'm sorry about that, mate.
Right. Okay.
That was Aussie. That was Steve-O's fault.
That was Steve-O.
Oh, we're blaming Steve-O. Okay.
Absolutely. Blame the Aussie. He ain't here.
Yeah.
Big up to Israel. Good evening, everyone. Please tell me the talk of us selling Gyökeres is bollocks. Me and PB had a little chat this morning at the weekend. There is a slight chance we could sell him if certain situations happen. Let's just wait because it is still too early at the moment.
I'll be sad to see him go if he did go. Yeah.
I think we've got to do the right thing for the club. As I said, this window could be absolutely mental. There could be some people that leave that you go, what the hell? And it at the end of the day, it's what's good for the club. And that's all that matters to me. Atletico not at corners. So yeah, let's move on. Right, head to head for Atletico Madrid. We've only played them 3 times in all our history.
That's crazy.
I know, I was quite shocked by that. I had to double check because I was like, that can't be right. But yes, we've only played them 3 times. The only time we've actually played away was back in 2018, I think that says, and we lost 1-0.
Europa League semi.
Yeah,
that was the Europa League semi, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So
they outside of that, that's crazy.
I know. I couldn't believe it when I did it for myself. I was like, nah, that can't be right.
I guess it was Real and all those guys last time that were in the ascendancy.
Honestly, it's absolutely crazy. Form guide, but I do see there's a question. So I'm going to do form guide first, and I'll go to Sahir's question. We know what Arsenal's form is. It is what it is. Atletico, they have beat Athletic Club. They lost to Elche. They lost to Sevilla. They lost to Barcelona, and they lost to Real Madrid. So not fantastic, as you can see there, but they are a dangerous team. If you remember how we beat them earlier in the season, because we have played them already this season, we annihilated them. However, Alvarez was extremely good that night. So definitely one person to definitely keep an eye on. Question, Bobby, when a defender is last man and commits a foul, it's a red card. Well, yeah, but the goalkeeper wasn't the last man.
Yeah.
I think he's saying when the defender is the last man in, despite the keeper being in, like if the keeper was between the sticks and it was the defender that done it, the defender's getting a red card.
But
it's a good point.
It is a good.
It's a good point, but that's not in the rules. So
no, it's not.
It is a good point to hear. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the rules. It has to be the last defender, but there was a defender behind, so I'm fine with it personally. And look, we won. That's all that matters. They can see goals, but they can defo score them. Will be a wild couple of games. We'll definitely get onto them very, very shortly because, as you know, I do study all the teams, and they are 4th in their league.
They are.
They've won 18, drawn 6, lost 9. Goals scored per game for Atletico is 1.7 compared to Arsenal's 1.9. Goal conversion is exactly the same. Goals conceded per game is 1.1 compared to 0.8. I know that Michael was literally saying about the defence. Yes, I'll be honest, if you look at them on paper, not fantastic. But, as you can see here, not too different from ours. Yeah. So it's going to be a very, very... Well, it could be a very close game. Obviously, we annihilated them 4-0 earlier. But I think this one in Atletico
totally
will
different.
be very, very hard indeed. Home record for Atletico. They've played 26 games now, 20 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses at home. They've scored 65 goals at home. That's a lot. We've only scored 59. Goals conceded 28 at home. Their away form is shocking. But that's where we've been, actually, funny enough. So I'm hoping, as long as we have a fairly good result in Spain, we should be okay when we get home. That's how I'm looking at it anyway. They've played 28 away, 8 wins, 7 draws, 12 losses. Our form is, well, pretty good, to be fair. 29 played, 18 wins, 6 draws, 5 losses, 52 goals, 25 conceded. Style of play. I was saying to Brenny that game against Newcastle was going to hurt us when I did the stats this time. I was right. It has hurt us. Oh, sorry, the goal scored. Don't really matter. That one is shockingly bad. Our passing accuracy is now 83.9. Only 391 passes per game. Atletico Madrid is 438.6. Their accuracy is 85.6. It is something that is unfortunately hurting us a lot. Their long balls are incredible, 53.5 compared to ours, 41.2. Crossing, fairly close. Possession, the stats, I hate when they match quite close. I remember doing Leverkusen when we played them away, and the stats kind of told us exactly how the game will play out, and it did. And I'm slightly scared that this is how it will play. Mind you, if we get a draw in Atletico, I'm quite happy personally.
Yeah, I'll walk away with that.
Yeah, I would. Would you? Would Brent? Would you walk away with a draw if you were happy? If that was the case tomorrow?
Do you know what? You'd have to say because and also because of our form. It's very topsy turvy at the moment. So you would take a draw. I think all of us here and every Arsenal fan would take a draw.
100%.
What about you, Nick?
The thing about Atletico, they are fourth in their league. They can't get third and they can't get fifth because the points gap either way is massive. So all they've got is this match. So yeah, damn straight I'll take a draw because it's going to be really, really tough.
Yeah.
Unless they go direct, because I can see them being very direct in there. But those long balls, if they're testing the defense, because we're not great aerially, in my humble opinion, at the back.
No.
I think there's a way for them to get at us. So it's going to be a tough night.
I kind of want to talk about this in depth at the end of the season, where I don't want to say that we're not going to win stuff, but where things went wrong. Yeah. Because even if we win, me, PB, I am still critical. That's just the way I am. I tear things apart to rebuild things. That's just who I am. Yep. So at the end of the season, I will talk about where things have gone wrong. And I'll be honest, there are certain things in training that I do worry about. Defensive training and attacking training. We don't have coaches that do that. No. We have a lot of concentration on the transitions of players. Not too worried about their actual defensive skills or attacking skills. It's all about the movement. Yeah. Like, what is this? Strictly on ice? No, it's fucking football.
With you, mate. Did you see the training session today? It looked like they were playing Ring of Rosies.
Oh,
mate.
For God, I don't, mate. After seeing the pen one, I warned you all guys all season. Arteta's training tactics are weird, and they are. I think they've absolutely got nothing to do with football. It's all about brotherhood and all this kind of bullshit. Look, at the end of the day, the fundamental part of this is it's football. Fucking play football.
100%. Absolutely.
I couldn't give a monkey's arse if someone can move a pen from one side of the field to the other.
Ring of Rosies, pocket full of posies, mate. Come on.
Come on, absolutely.
Bobby, I get wound up when I watch their shooting training because every single it's like a beautifully flat pitch. They wait for the ball to roll along on the carpet for them to get till they feel perfect and strike it. It's like, but the ball doesn't come to you like that in a match. It's up in the air a little bit. It bobbles. It does this, that, and the other. You haven't got that time. So what? You've got to train harder than the match.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
It's mad.
I hate it. I really do. Right, before I move on, because I know the messages are building up a little bit. Let's have a look. Big up to Cafel Whelan Chelsea, a Chelsea fan. Big up to you.
Yeah.
I've got so much to talk to you about Chelsea. I wish I could talk about your Chelsea right now because there's so much going on behind the scenes. It's mental. But anyway, unfortunately I can't. I've got to concentrate on Arsenal. F1 back at the weekend. I am very happy about that, Mo. I'll be honest. What happened in league phase don't matter in my opinion. Game this round. Same with playoffs. 100%. We were playing beautiful football in the league phase. Then we stopped. Then we stopped. That was it. So yeah, that's why I'm worried about tomorrow. I'm happy with a draw away from home. Look. So here, I totally agree. If we get a draw, I'm happy because I do think we can do it at home. I think if we lose 2-goal margin, then I'm worried. Because when was the last time we actually scored 2 goals? I'll be honest.
Who worked us out? It was in March.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Atletico have been resting for the last 4 to 6 weeks, which is concerning. They're fresh. They are. I'm sure he's been tinkering with tactics and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, technically. Forest Green should win playoffs according to XG and Savage.
Savage. Robbie. Yeah.
Robbie, yeah. Arteta is just so weird. I'm laughing at it because you're third biggest club in England and you're having this nonsense. Totally agree. Right. Injuries. We'll quickly cover Atletico's. I know that Sahir was saying that they're fresh. This was the latest reports today from their fitness. Alvarez is on 94%. I do expect him to play. Lookman 92. I think he will be on the bench at the most. Pubel 91 according to this, but I've been told he will start, which I find a little bit odd personally. Jimenez is definitely not going to be playing. 83%. Arsenal. I'm sick
that
of
means
these
their
players always on
captain's.
here.
That means their captain's playing PB. Their captain, who I've got.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a lot of praise tomorrow because if you guys are free tomorrow, I've already set up a show for 6:30. It's just basically just going to be a small preview, smaller than this, and then it's just going to be the starting 11. We'll just discuss the starting 11, and then we'll obviously sign off and get ourselves ready because Sahir will be on tomorrow as well, guys.
Cool.
So if you're up for it, it'd be 6:30 tomorrow, but it's all been set up already. But I just want to say, Koke has been an amazing footballer, former Spanish international. He's been what? He's a veteran now. He must be about 35, 36.
He's 34.
He's still 34, but he can still control the midfield. And I do worry about him tomorrow with his experience. He can control the midfield, and I just find that I don't want it to be a situation where our midfielders are already run into the ground. I just hope that they're up for it, they're ready for it. You know what I mean? But Koke, he'd be a tough player to deal with tomorrow.
Yeah,
Agree. So obviously you've had time to let this all sink in. So Timber's now currently 85, which is an improvement. He's getting there, but yeah, not fit enough for tomorrow. Eze 91, but I do expect him to start. Zubimendi 92. There's some interesting conversations about Zubimendi not starting tomorrow. Saka, Calafiori, Rice 94. Rice, you will see Rice on here probably until the end of the season now. He has got a bit of a back problem. He's not had time to actually go and see someone about it and have some proper good deep massage. But yeah, he will be on this probably all the time now. Calafiori should be fit enough. I think he'll be on the bench though because I can't see Hincapo being dropped. And Saka, I do expect.
No. He's playing 2-1, man.
Saka got 20 minutes at the weekend.
I was going to say, do you think he'll finish or do you think he'll
I
start? Do the first half or the second half?
I thought Saka, when he came on
Looked great
in
again.
the stadium, I thought he looked well rested, and I thought he changed the game in the second half when he came on. He was direct, like we've been praying for Saka to be. And I think I've heard a lot of information that he's been playing with his Achilles problem most of the season until someone actually sat Arteta down and went, give him a break. He needs a break now. He needs a good 4 to 6 weeks off, not playing. And I think it's done him the world of good. To be honest, when he came on, he completely changed that stadium.
Agree. Yeah, I was actually quite impressed when he came on, to be honest. So yeah, Arteta, the weird training ideas, the lack of our attacking football news, the inability to handle play with a backbone. How has he got away with it for so long? Says Dan.
Yep.
Koke is like Isco, still smashing it. What's wrong with it? So Timber. Oh, where's my phone?
It's
so I remember correctly, it's I think it's a muscle something.
Groins are hard. They're difficult.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about him. I think he will definitely play at some point this season. I don't think he's out for the season. I just think it's just one of those things you just have to kind of don't rush. It looks to me that the boys are more concerned about where they are on the pitch and making sure they're goal side of the ball to not be counted again. Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Yeah.
It's mental. I just want us to play football because that's what I'm watching is football. Predicted lineups. I'll quickly do Atletico's. So they're predicting it's going to be a 4-4-2, which is interesting. Oblak, Lorente, Pabel, Linomand. That's the ex-Fulham player, that centre back. Didn't he used to play for Fulham? Yeah.
Was he on loan?
Pretty sure he's at Fulham, wasn't he? Lemond. Rougerie, decent centre back, but he's very much like Dan Burn. Can do left back comfortably.
Yeah, he was at Fulham,
yeah, Simeone, not Diego. That's his son. Koke, Cardoso, Gonzalez, Sorloth, and Alvarez. Now, obviously, it's a 4-4-2, but I would say Alvarez drops deeper, and Sorloth is the main target man.
Yeah.
And that. If that is it, that's going to be a problem forward-wise. Defensive-wise, I do like Lorente. I do like Ruggieri. I'm not convinced by Pavel Limonand, or whatever you say his pissing name. Arsenal. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, Zuma, Mendy, Rice, Odegaard, Madueke, Eze, Gyökeres. I'll be honest, I wouldn't be happy with that. However, it's your jobs to score it out of 10. So I'll start with you, Nick, because you're at the bottom. What are you scoring that out of 10 if that is the starting lineup tomorrow?
Am I assuming people on that list that you've got there, if they're not out?
Yeah, well, obviously just Timber. Timber's definitely not going to start.
Yeah,
that's 100%.
Okay. Mosquera, this could be a Mosquera game. White wasn't too bad last time.
No, I thought it was all right.
So I will go a 6 or 7. I'm going to go 7.
Okay.
Only because there's 3 players I want to change in that lineup.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. We'll go on to some lineups. Hopefully, you might see a lineup you actually like in a minute. I guarantee there's one you won't because it nearly made me sick. PB, what are you going to give that a rating out of 10 if that is the starting up tomorrow?
It'd have to be. You see, for me, I'd have to make 3 changes out of that.
Yeah.
Because for me, Madueke doesn't start. Odegaard for me doesn't start.
Agreed.
And for me, I would go. I'll tell you what I would do. I would actually, you see, with Eze, he'd be in the 10. I would actually start Saka. I'm just going from what we saw the other day, and the fact that he's had a bit of a rest, and as long as they're not kicking lumps out of him, I think he'd be all right tomorrow if he starts. And I would go. This will probably surprise people, but I'd actually probably go with Martinelli ahead of Trossard on the left, because I think we need a bit of a speed merch in these European games. It's so much different than Premier League, you know. I mean, Martinelli struggles in Premier League and FA Cup games against lower league sides. So, yeah, for me, he would start tomorrow. You know what I mean? And Ben White concerns me. Yeah, he was okay. I mean, Newcastle was all right. I mean, but I'm just worried about the amount of games he plays because it's like I don't know if it's me, guys, but he just doesn't look fully fit. He doesn't look
I think
100 to me, Ben
it's
White.
It's not.
You
He
know what I mean?
looks always lean and mean, but it's just like mentally. I don't feel like his mental speed
Yeah,
is there.
yeah, spot on, and
agree.
exactly, and I would. You see, I'll bring back. I'll play White against Fulham on Saturday, but I think this game. I know he'll start tomorrow, but I would personally play Mosquera, and with Mosquera, him playing La Liga for 2 straight seasons as a centre back, he knows the game. He knows La
Yeah,
Liga. The pace
yeah,
will suit him. The pace of the game tomorrow will suit Zubimendi. It will suit Zubimendi down to 80.
yeah.
You know
I
what I mean?
agree.
And I will play Zub, and Zubimendi's got to play in the 8, and Rice has to play in the 6. So for me, I would give this team, I'll give it a 6.
Okay, mate. Raja, I know you're backstage. I'll bring you in very shortly, mate, after I ask Neil to score this out of 10, please.
I give it a 7, Bobby. I don't need to explain it like the rest of. They've pretty much explained it, and they've pretty much changed I'd make. I'd swap White out for Mascara. Zubimendi has to play, and I would swap Madueke out for Saka. Would be my changes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And that brings Raja perfectly in to also score. Hello, mate. First, how are you doing?
Good, doing well.
Hey,
Sorry for
Roger.
joining late. I was
Hey, Roger.
on some work calls that I had to finish.
No worries, mate. We all have lives as well, mate, so don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Right, so your first task, literally, mate, is
Yep.
to score this, please.
I would give this a 7. I would say couple changes that I definitely want to see. I think Brenny said it. It was a Mascara for White. The point about White not being in the mental state, I mean, we all know that White is this 9 to 5 footballer. He literally plays football as a job. So I think that's the case. I think his exit and maybe him being in the England team is literally in his mind. So I think that's quite a bit of distraction there. So I'm a bit nervous for him to start like a semi-final, especially in a away game in a semi-final. So I would like Mascara to start there, and then just based on how we looked the last 10 minutes with Saka, like literally, the biggest difference between Madueke and Saka is the decision making, right? I mean, Saka now because of his injury may not be really quick, but his decision making against Newcastle, I mean, he was cutting in, he was taking shots, he was making the right passes. So at least for the away game, I would like Saka to be in there, and maybe have Madueke for the home game when we're back at the Emirates. So yeah, I would give it a 7, but I would like those changes at least to happen. And Saka's also fresh. I guess he's played only 15 minutes, I believe. So yeah. So 7.
Yeah, he's 94% fit when 3 o'clock today, so it's good. I personally would want everyone 100%, but that's just me. I'm just greedy. But yeah, it's one of those. He had 20 minutes. Do you give him the full game? Do you give him 60 minutes? Do you give him 30 minutes? You just don't want to push him too much because he is going to be important for the rest of the season, not just this one game.
Yeah.
And that's the difficult balancing trick, isn't it?
It
As
is.
a manager, I suppose.
Because I feel like we need to push them back and give them something to fear.
Yeah, because we got to turn around to go to Fulham. We've got Fulham at home, and then
Try to give him the first 60, Bobby. That's what I would do. Because I'd quite like Saka on the right as a central, Saka on the left as a central, and getting Dowman on the right. If we're going to be excited, that sort of.
Yeah. You know what it is? I think we've even predicted lineups, and even the lovely people that do the chosen lineups, they just don't think Dowman's ever going to be picked by Arteta, so they don't even pick him now. They just give up. They just give white flag. Yeah. Can't be bothered to even want it now. But yeah, it's one of those. Big up. I don't know how to say this. 9 Oimar. obviously, I don't know why they've changed the way they've fit. I'm sure you've got a name, but unfortunately, they just give me the hashtags, so it makes no sense to me. Is Alvarez still? Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Barcelona have got a lot to do if they want to try and sign anybody.
Thank you.
So I'm not going to be too worried about Barcelona at this moment. They are trying to sell what's his name, Arujo. They're also, because the funny thing is, which probably hasn't hit the media for you guys, is Barcola is obviously also wanted by Barcelona as well. So, yeah, I think they live in dream world sometimes.
Yeah, they do, Bobby. There's no financial way they can go out and spend 90 to 100 million on Alvarez. What, another 80 to 100 million on Barcola?
Yes.
You know, there's just no physical way they can do it. I mean, they signed Danny Olmo for 30 million. 30 million, and didn't play him for half a season.
Would they even be able to register them?
Exactly. I think Mosquera starts, given White started against Newcastle. Mate, I'm in agreement with you. This is just a predicted lineup. These are the UEFA people, not me, nothing to do with me. These are UEFA things. They use stats, data, and all that kind of stuff to do a predicted lineup. So they're not always correct, but they are pretty much spot on with most of the positions.
That's funny.
Sakura.
I don't even remember White in the Newcastle game. I'll be honest. Like,
he didn't play awfully. He didn't
play awfully, but I just don't even remember some of his attacking moves or anything. He didn't play awful. I don't think anyone played awfully in the Newcastle game.
We weren't good. You know, it's a good job. It's a good job I didn't do the stats for G. It did his reaction because it wasn't pretty. It was awful to look at, and it would have just probably added to the meltdown, which I'm sure it was. But yeah, Sahir says Saka right, Eze left, and Ode in the 10. Don't think Ode takes positions. What's Tickle PB?
I said this in the last stream. I said this in the reaction stream, and I would go with this as well. Eze left, Saka right, and Ode in the 10. I would.
Yeah. The thing is, with Ode, he's not a 10. He's just not. I wish.
No, he's not.
I wish we just played him as an 8 because that is what he is.
Yeah.
Put Rice as the 6. I know that means dropping Zubimendi. Oh, shock, horror. How about giving him a rest then? And then have someone else as the 10. As I keep saying, I know it's crazy, but Madueke as a 10. He'll just bomb forward and he'll fall in the goal. It's all good. It works for me. Eze started on the left against Newcastle, but he was all over. On the fitness update, there was no Kai Havertz, mate. Yes, there is an update on Kai, but I have been asked not to put it out, so I'm not going to. I am allowed to for the Fulham game. So we will wait for that. As far as I know, it's not horrendously bad, but I have just been asked not to put his name out there on there today. I don't know why. I don't understand it personally. It's not even that bad. It's not even that bad of news. So I've just been asked not to do it. So Rayo Mosquera, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincape, Rice, Zubimendi, Madueke and the 10 will keep saying it till comes come home. Saka, Eze. What has tickled PB? What has tickled
it's the next one.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Dalman won't start because of the GCSEs. I would start Dalman. GCSEs don't matter because people with A grades work at McDonald's now. I live in a university city and I can vouch for this.
That's true.
Bobby, Atletico has watered their pitch.
Sorry,
Roger. What did you say, mate?
So Dalman, we've seen in the last couple of games that he's not been brought on. City, Newcastle.
Yeah.
Is this sort of a load management, putting a 16-year-old under pressure? Are we ever going to see him in the run again? What do you guys think?
Studying for his GCSEs, mate.
I think that is something that we do really have to bear in mind. He does have his GCSEs.
Got it.
Okay, I know he's part of the training and he obviously is part of the matchday squad. Which personally, if you're not going to play him, don't make him be part of the matchday squad. Let him concentrate on his GCSEs. Don't just waste him for no reason. But yeah, I think we'll see bits and bobs of him at the end of the season. But that's it. Don't get excited about him starting a game because I don't think that will happen. He might. What I could possibly see is if things go well, he starts the last game of the season.
Yep.
Because that would be
Fair.
lovely.
Yep.
That's what I could possibly see happening, but we don't know. Charles has said Atletico has watered their pitch more times more. Does Arteta have his players rowing instead of playing tomorrow? Look, everyone knows the rules about watering pitches. There is a certain limit you're allowed to water it, and I'm sure they haven't gone over that because UEFA will come down hard on them. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine.
We come from England. It rains a lot. We're good.
Yeah,
exactly. We'll be fine. Mosquera and Zubimendi having that La Liga experience versus Atletico. So, Bobby, is it true
100%.
that we might sell Yoker as sub? I have covered that earlier, Anthony. There is a slight chance, but right now I'm just going to concentrate on the games that we've got left. That's why I'm not going to do a show until the beginning of June, because it's just not really worth doing right now, because I don't know if people are following the Arsenal women as well. There's a lot going on. Beth Mead, McCabe could be going to Man City. I do expect them to go to Man City personally. We're trying to get a Barcelona player coming in. There's loads happening, and not a lot has all been set down in stone, because Berta is putting 5 bids in for players next week, but he only wants 2 of them. That kind of is how our business is at the moment. It is so crazy. So it's very hard to really...
Is that because he's trying to get a lot of work done pre-World Cup, Bobby?
Yeah, because a lot of people are worried about that World Cup. It is going to be a problem, personally. Yeah. Big up to Commander. Not seen you for a while, mate. Hope you're doing well. Just regarding transfers, have we locked in on a leaner, slender, and a bit shorter than Havertz as our forwards?
I love that.
That's quite funny. As
that.
our forward from Spain, the 100 million, Oh, good try, but yeah, A for effort. I have to be honest. It's true they bang on about. Oh my god, I got A grades and you work at McDonald's. I got C grades and I had better jobs than them. They bang on about I got IHQ. No, they got IQ of a loaf of bread. Sorry, I didn't comment before family around to give me nonsense birthday cards. No worries, mate. Oh well, Beth meets. No, I love her. Look, as everyone knows, she's one of my favourite Arsenal players. Right. Without doubt, but at the end of the day, if you know her personal life, you'll understand why she's going to Man City. I have no issues with it whatsoever, and it's very unlike men's football. All the clubs in women's football get along. It's quite nice, actually. It's very refreshing. So they all do business with one another. They're all fine without one person signing for such and such. Even between City and United, there's no massive rivalry. Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea it's all very nice, and I do quite like it personally. Are we in for Krupe? Krupe is someone that we have scouted. Krupe will leave Bournemouth without doubt. We are one of, I think, about 6 clubs that are looking at him, so see where he goes. I personally think it wouldn't shock me if he went to City, personally. Working at McDonald's where the cooking is done for you. Right, have you finished, Chris?
Yeah.
Right, let's talk about my 5 to worry about. Honestly, I do love him to bits. My 5 players to be wary of. Llorente, versatile player. When he's in midfield, he's a pain in the arse. When he's a right back, pain in the arse. He's just a pain in the arse, but I do like him. Ruggeri, centre back, left wing back. He's a tall fella, so if he's up against Saka, it's going to be an interesting game. Madueke, we need to get him on a yellow card. Personally, he has got a bit of a problem when it comes to making sure he doesn't get a yellow card. I do personally. We need to take advantage of it. Same with Llorente, actually, because he's a midfielder at heart. I know, but I wish we did, because that would really help us. PB mentioned him earlier. Koke's outstanding. I think he's going to boss that midfield tomorrow, which will be a problem, but he is an outstanding player. And I promised Diego did not pay me any money, but his son is on here. He is a very good player. I do like him. Very good and I'll be honest, I think he's slightly better than Diego, personally. That's just me. And obviously I've got to mention him.
Star player.
Alvarez. There we go. We'll move on before anyone asks me questions about him.
He's going to have a Fly Emirates on his
Right, Raja, because you're at the top. you get to score the first chosen lineup. We've got Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, Rice, Odegaard as the 8, Eze as the 10, Madueke, Martinelli, and Gyökeres. If that was the lineup tomorrow, what is your score?
That would be a 7 for me.
Okay.
If we're reading this in order, if we're saying Rice is the 6, Odegaard is the 8, Eze is the 10, and if we're having Madueke, Martinelli, Gyökeres, I don't like that forward lineup at all.
Yeah.
I don't think it works. But if it is Rice, Odegaard, Eze, I do think there's a chance that works. If we run a single pivot with Rice and Six and Odegaard and Eze, I think that works. I think it'll work because then you kind of eliminate Martinelli doing a lot. He is going to always do the defensive work, but you're eliminating some part of Martinelli not doing too much of defensive work and running at the defenders. And then, as you mentioned, Ruggeri, he's a really, really good player, but he's a little like slow and erratic, I would say. Like he's great. Forward, he's great. I mean, his cross is great. 1v1 defending is awesome, but he's a little slow and erratic. So I think Madueke can take him on if we put him there. So
fair enough.
I'll give it a 7. Yep.
Excellent stuff. Neil, you get Raya, Mosquera, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, Norgard, Rice, Eze, Madueke, Martinelli, and Gyökeres.
He's never going to start Norgard, is he? Let's be honest about that.
Norgard offended him, didn't he? He done something.
He doesn't start him against Wolves. Yeah. He's not going to start him against Atletico Madrid, is he? And personally, I would have someone that's played against Atletico Madrid a lot. So I would probably make that change. Rice, Eze, yeah. You know what? I don't like what Odegaard's become, but I think having Odegaard and Eze in the same team gives us a fighting chance of creating slightly more. So I would take Martinelli out and use him as an impact sub to come on when one of our wingers are tired, because I think they will get tired quickly. And I would put Eze. I actually quite like Eze on the left. I think he cuts in and creates an overload in the midfield a lot, and it's hard to track when he does that. So I like that. But again, I would want Hincapié making more runs on the outside while he's doing that. Again, I don't think Madueke and Martinelli and Gyökeres work up front. We've seen it all season. They don't. There's no end product there to supply Gyökeres, which is why I want Eze there to at least try and put a ball through to Gyökeres. So I will give it a 6.
Okay, 6, mate. Thank you very much. PB, you get this team: Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard, Madueke, Martinelli, Gyökeres.
Wow.
I know I said Martinelli should start tomorrow because it's just at best of a bad bunch on the left hand side. I mean, Eze does on the left hand side, the fact that what Dodzy just said in terms of him, in regards to him cutting inside, yeah, he can do that. I don't even know if he's allowed to do that though, for the whole 90 minutes. That's why I said Martinelli, but dear. That four. Gyökeres is like, Gyökeres would be thinking, he'd be thinking, geez, I need if that was tomorrow, he'd be thinking, I need a brandy. And that's before the first minute. You know what I mean? So I'll say nothing wrong with the back line. I'll say it's got to be I'm looking at a 6.
No worries, mate. Nick, you get Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard, Madueke, Eze, Gyökeres.
I'm going to go 6 for that.
6.
I think this was the predicted lineup, and I said the 6 for that as well. So it's just that I feel we're going up against Atletico Madrid. They may be in indifferent form, but they're a top quality side with a top quality manager. I don't think we can play them the same way as we did last time and expect something different, particularly away from home. I think we need to try something different. And for me, that doesn't offer it. I don't like the idea of Odegaard and as such in this match, because I feel we're going to need some engine in the midfield. And if Odegaard's not performing and we're not using Eze, that's too many passengers against Atletico.
Agree. The problem is, it only gets worse now, because I know what the next two lineups are. And the highest score you gave me so far is a 7. So this is not going well, because I know what the next two are, and they're horrible. Right, PB, sorry, mate. You get Raya, Mosquera, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, Rice, Odegaard, Madueke as the 10, Martinelli on the right, Eze on the left, Gyökeres down the middle. Honestly, I don't know. I know I joke about it, but my God. God.
I think I need a brandy right now. You know what I mean? 0-0-0. You cannot have a midfield like that.
Not against this team.
It's turned him to drink.
No. That's oh dear. That's a 6.
6. A still decent score from you, though.
I was going to say, that's quite kind.
Yeah, that's
Odegaard's in the 8.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Neil,
Yep.
you get this one. I'll be honest. I think this is worse. Ray and White, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, Zubimendi, Rice, Eze. Got no problem with that midfield, by the way. It's this bit. Martinelli on the right, Trossard on the left, Gyökeres down the middle. Yeah. Share it around, Neil.
I am actually going to have a whiskey. I do apologise for not drinking out there. Bobby, these lineups have made me turn to my whiskey.
Mate, you haven't got to the quiz yet.
This is going to help, my friend. This is going to help. Okay. It's a 3, 4.
Mate, I'm going to accept your first answer because I'm more with you on that with a 3. I'll be honest, I hated this one.
That, mate. I can't work with that.
That's crap, folks.
Mate, Trossard's legs are gone. Look, I'll be happy for him to come on in the last 15 minutes. Martinelli, I think we've always said, and I actually agree with it, I think we've always said we just need to replace this left wing situation. I think, and I'm sure Berta has sat there this season. Don't forget, he's watched it all season. I'm sure he's sat there now and gone, Jesus, like who, wow. Yeah.
Don't worry.
It's awful, mate.
It's going to be dealt with. It's
awful.
Big up to Dylan. Big up, gents.
Dylan.
I was about to say, I hope you're doing well, mate. So you've gone for a prediction of 2-1 to us. Obviously, Dylan is obviously full with the flow because that's why he's gone with 2-1 win to the Arsenal. Hope you're doing well, mate. Calm down on the meds, that's all I'd say. Big up to Michael. Please stop coughing. In all fairness, I do cough a lot at the moment, as everyone knows, with what's going on my throat situation. My mum's saying she's going to order me a cake. I don't want one, get one from shop. I hate this. Have to be fancy rubbish. Any news on Bobby? How is he? All right.
He's right there.
Hi,
right
Tim.
there.
Hi, Timmy. Hi. Had to take time off of football. Funny how evil Man City cheating wins most of the time. This fear of Lookman is the beginning of wisdom. Now you know why I'm miserable. It's April. It's a full month. Yeah, June's the worst one.
Same here, mate. Same here.
My theory is that the average Arsenal fan will look a decade and a half younger than they did. But Odegaard should be. I'm guessing that is that Odegaard.
Odegaard, yeah, I don't know.
Big up to Omar. I'll be honest. I think it's something to do with Odegaard. Bobby, will Arteta be sacked if we don't win anything this season? I do expect he will be, but as I've said, and I did say this earlier, expect some context will be needed as well. So if we were to finish in the final, we lost as runners-up. if we finish second to Man City, very, very close, like a point or two, or goal difference, there will be context, and then there will be the case of where did it go wrong? What can you do to improve? There's going to be a long conversation. If it doesn't go out the way that he expects it, I think it will be passing of the ways, and I personally will enjoy kicking him up the arse so he leaves. But we need to wait and see. I think as it stands right now, we're still in two competitions. We are first in the Premier League. We are in the semi-finals of the Champions League. If anyone said to this at the beginning of the season, this is how it will be at the end of the season, we'd all absolutely take it. Mm-hmm. But obviously, we know the context, how bad we've been playing. We're not exactly the most entertaining of teams to watch. But if we win 2 trophies at the end of the season, he's still won 2 trophies. Me and PB, I know me and PB think very much similar to this. We haven't enjoyed the football.
Yeah,
we haven't. But we would have won 2 trophies. Is he the right man to take us forward? In my opinion, no. Even if he wins 2 trophies, I think he's the wrong man. There's many, many reasons why, and I do mean many, many. But at the end of the day,
for everybody here on Arteta, so he may not be the right manager to take us forward, but if he does win 2 trophies, if he does win the Champions League and the Premier League, can he be considered one of our greatest managers ever for bringing us 1 trophy? I understand the context behind like Wenger building our club, right? So I'm going to put Wenger at the top. There's no question. Arsene for me is number 1, right? After that, I'm going to say 2 onwards, like below Arsene, because Arsene built our club. Like he did. For me, Arsene's
there before. It was there before.
Yeah,
it was there before.
Build it.
I mean,
there was a club before, and there's one manager you're kind of overlooking in George Graham.
Yeah, well, I think Rogers might be a little bit too young for that.
Yeah,
and he won in Europe. He went to back-to-back finals.
Correct.
Right, and so for me, Arteta's not even tying his shoelaces yet. He doesn't land it even with 1 trophy.
Herbert Chapman won
couple of titles. Me.
Yeah.
Me. Yeah. Tom Whittaker. I think Tom Whittaker won a couple of titles. Joe Shaw won a title, but albeit it was Herbert Chapman's team, because when Herbert Chapman passed away throughout the middle of the season, Joe Shaw took over, and they still went on to win the title. But right now, Mikel Arteta is on par in terms of trophies and the length of time at the club with Terry Neal. Because Terry Neal won 1 FA Cup in '79, and he got us to 4 finals in total, where we lost the FA Cup final to Bobby's not-so-favourite team in '78, 1-0. And in 1980, we lost the FA Cup final to West Ham, and West Ham were a second division club at the time. And I remember my dad. Yeah, that's right. And we were basically dead on our feet that day, because a few days before we lost on penalties to Valencia in the European Cup Winners' Cup final. Yeah. So Neil took us to 4 finals in 3 seasons, and then it got to the point in 1983. All the fans basically went down. I've heard the story so many times. A lot of fans went down to Highbury, and you're probably talking 99.9% fans all wanted him out, because it was like enough's enough. And Arsenal fans, I credit all Arsenal fans, no matter who you are, Arteta in, Arteta out, or on the fence. I credit them over the decades, because we're a club that we are patient. We are patient with managers, and we've always been patient. We've never been, he's been there 1 season. He's done absolutely nothing. Let's have him out. No.
Yeah.
It'd be either like 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, I think the only manager is Unai that I think was pretty there was a bit toxic. There's a little bit of toxicity behind Unai.
Yeah. Well, Bobby told us the reason for that as well with Unai Emery, because it was a stopgap.
Yeah,
it's very much like Bruce Rioch. I know Raj is out of Bruce. Bruce Rioch was just a stopgap as well. We tried to get Wenger before, but we couldn't get him, so we had a stopgap.
Yeah,
and that's the Arsenal way. If you can't get the man, you get a stopgap. until you can get the man. I know it sounds really weird, and we've been doing it for decades, but that's just the way that Arsenal have done it. And obviously, KSE weren't our owners back then when Bruce Rioch came on, but it's just the Arsenal way. Yeah, I personally love it. But yeah, for me, Arteta, no, nowhere near.
Okay.
I look, at the end of the day, I obviously respect that Raj is a lot younger than us as well. So obviously he never got to see the George Graham era. And not everyone does the history as well, and that's absolutely fine as well. But Arteta, for me, hasn't done anything to prove to me that he deserves a statue. Personally,
I get what you're saying. Like, I think where we were as a club and the way he's
absolutely, he's done God's work in that sense. Yeah,
where he's got us back to competing. But I think I look at the football he's playing, and and I'm an Arteta in guy. You ask all of these guys, I'm an Arteta in guy. And I have been for the last 6 years. But I think this season he's pushed my buttons, mate. The football's been terrible, and I enjoy watching good football. The football's been terrible, and it was stomachable when we were winning. But there is no possible way that every other team has got better in this Premier League as the season's gone on, and we've declined.
We've declined. Raja, on that as well, I've always said I'm not Arteta in or out. I'm Arsenal win. And Bobby asked us at the beginning of the season, because I was sticking up for Arteta, and Bobby asked everybody at the beginning of the season, if Arteta doesn't win again, do you still back him? I stand by what I said. I said no. If he fails to get anything over the line this season, it's time for him to move on. If he does win, the manner of what he does, how he's gone about it this season, the load that has put on the squad, I think it's time for a new voice. I really do, because I think you can only go so far, and I think we need to kind of change and move on.
No, I agree with you. I think my question was only if he wins the true trophies. I mean, to me, Graham, Chapman, all of them are above. Like, even though I may not have watched them, I've been with Arsenal for years now, and I've seen videos, I've seen the highlights, I've seen the history. My question was more so like, if he wins us 2 trophies, the double, which is like considered to be the greatest double right now in football, is he deserving to be in at least the top 5?
I'll buy him a Domino's pizza and say thank you.
You see, let me. You say the double that, but I mean, that is an amazing double. It is an amazing double. But do you know what the double actually is from history? And they still call it that now.
FA Cup and the league.
That's right, and the league. Now, the reason why I brought that up as well is because one other manager that probably the guys will know this, but that doesn't get enough praise. It was before my time, but I've seen a lot of history about the man. This man was a phys. He took over from Billy Wright as a physio in 1966, and Bertie Mee should have a statue. He was the first man. So we won in Europe. He was when we won in Europe in 1970 in the Fairs Cup. He was the first Arsenal manager to win in Europe. He was also the first Arsenal manager to win us the double in 1970-71 season. And he doesn't get enough recognition, and he deserves a statue. Before Graham, what's his name, Wenger, Rioch, all those managers after him, Neil, that man deserves a statue.
That was a double at the White Hart Lane, right? Like that's the time we won the league.
Yeah, that's correct.
White Hart Lane. Yeah.
And that was we won 1-0. Last game of the season, we had to win. And in those days, a league win was only 2 points.
Yeah, God, yeah.
So,
and with that, there was the notable entry there for me as well is George Graham being a title winner as a player and a manager.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And he's won all the domestic honours as a player and a manager, except he won his League Cup as a player with Chelsea.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes. Deal regarding this question, no, because I'm not allowed to put it out. You'll find out Friday. I've been allowed to mention it on Friday, but it's not that bad. I don't know why they've asked me not to put it out, but they have, so I've just respected what they've asked me to do. But Friday you'll find out. But it's not that bad, so I don't understand the whole.
But he's out. He's out for the game. Arteta.
Yeah, he's definitely not. He's definitely not playing. Yeah, he's definitely not playing. But I don't understand why I've not been allowed to put it out. But it is what it is. It was also my 6-year-old niece's birthday as well. Lucky she didn't have party nonsense. Mate, honestly,
This is
April.
Monty Python.
Honestly, it's hilarious.
Monologue, during the credits.
Big up to Dermot. But love to
Yes, Dermot.
Big up to JJ. Hope you're doing well, JJ. Well, Dermot,
Hey,
you can always
JJ.
change from white to red, mate. Hell no. Chris still wants Mark Hughes. Look, at the end of the day, I do kind of get where Chris is coming from, though. It's not been that great of a season for Carlisle. It's still a very good points haul, but you should have really come back straight up, personally. I do think he's made some mistakes along the way, which have been costly. Hell would freeze over for me to do that. Too right, JJ, right. So, lads, where did Arteta took us from? We were a laughing stock. We were never a laughing stock. I don't think we were back then.
No, we weren't a laughing stock.
We were being bantered quite heavily.
I'll be honest.
We
That's
still
when
get
banter
bantered now.
started. Exactly. I think that's
We
when
still get
bantering
bantered.
started. I just don't think we were that bad. It wasn't the worst case scenario for us.
I mean, we would win against. We're just we would be the opposite club. Like we would batter every team below the top 6, and we would
get battered by the top 6.
Yeah, we would get battered by the top 6. So
Yeah.
it's not that I would say we're just.
You know what it is?
I think we should just. Sorry, PB. I think we should just call Arteta the roller coaster man, because one season we smashed the top 6, then this season and we can't beat the lower guys in the table. Then the next season we can't. We get absolutely smashed by the top 6 like this season, and yet we can beat the mid-table guys. And I think for me, I want a season of good football, comfortably playing. When I go to Wolves, I want to comfortably beat them. I don't want to worry about it. I want to comfortably beat them, and I think that comes with someone that's looking at the season and going, shit, you know what? We could play 64 games this season. I've got to balance my team. Look at City. Everyone was writing City off in the beginning of the season. Oh, they're terrible. Bearing in mind they played the Club World Cup nonsense and all of that. That went on. Pep knows how to manage his team.
Bring him to the boil.
Pep knew that come the end of the season, he was going to have a fit, strong team come the end of the season, bar Rodri. Which, by the way, I think gives us a massive boost as well. But I think, for me, Arteta, I think he's served his purpose. And I don't want to sound horrible, but I think he's served his purpose. And I think, now is the time with the squad we have, the finances we may have come the summer, to say to a new manager, right, here we go. This is what we've got. We want you to build from this, because you can't get lower than what we've reached a good level, but we want to go up to level. And I think that's where I'm at with Arteta.
I would just take 2 good halves in the same match. When was the last time we had 2 good halves in the same match?
I'm so with you on that one, Nick. I would love a good 90 minutes of football.
Absolutely.
But we don't get that with Arsenal at the moment. I know we probably won't get Cess, but what do you think of Xavi at old Barcelona? I don't know. I know a lot of people think Fabregas is going. I'll be honest. I think the person that will go to Chelsea is Iriola. That's who I think they'll go for.
Right. I don't want Cess. I think I'm a big no on Cess. I love his manager. I hate what he did to our club.
He'd leave us for Barca, wouldn't he? Again.
I hate what he did to our club.
We don't.
For me, style of football, perfect. Cess.
Yeah.
It's perfect. His style of football is great.
And Xavi played some good football as well when he managed Barca, and he also won La Liga. But then you get a lot of Arsenal fans that like to say every other league in the world right now is a farmers' league.
Yeah.
So it's like you've got to prove yourself by winning the Premier League. I mean, is the Premier League the best in the world right now? I don't think it is. I think it's the fastest because all you see is a lot of athletes and a lot of teams. You know what I mean? That's why when I look at the likes of, say, Brentford, I know Brentford lost yesterday, but Bournemouth and Brighton, for me, those Bournemouth and Brighton, actually, the ones that stand out for me in terms of playing good football, week in, week out, win, lose, or draw.
Areola,
you know what I mean? So,
bring him to the club.
but Javi, I'll take Javi. I'll take Javi. And I know we don't seem to want managers who have won trophies, and that's what it's all about.
No. The problem with Arteta is that you don't see any Mavericks excelling under him. Attacking creativity is stifled under him.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned that bringing a left winger could let him tweak the system. I do believe that will happen. I do think it will tweak the system a little bit, but I still think he will still hold people back because he's got this certain way of playing football, which I personally find tedious. So here again, it was like, I'll be honest, it's a great crediting Arteta with certain stuff, but there are other people at our club, and I will always back those up because I have the privilege of knowing them. So I will always say, well done to Richard, well done to Tim, well done to James, well done to Sam, well done to Flo, well done to Iqbal, well done to everybody else who's at the club. Not just Mikel, because it really infuriates me that they only think, pair as well. But Mikel seems to get all the credit, like he's the only person that works at the club.
I think in the end of the day, if we win trophies, we'll all be the first to come on here, celebrate, number one, and number two, give him his flowers. They will be due if he wins us.
At the end of the day, if he wins, that means he's got us over the line, which is extremely hard for any manager to do. I'm not saying it's an easy task.
It's been long, though, of course.
Well, it's taken him a long time, but it's extremely hard to get a team over the line because you've got to get that winning mentality into the players, and you also have to out-noose the other player, and the other manager, and that is not easy. And I get that, but he has been at the club for a long time now, and I'll be honest, I know certain stuff about the FA Cup and League Cup this season, and I'm not impressed by it. But if he wins the two trophies now, then I'll forgive him a little bit. But as PB knows about me, FA Cup is just as important as any other trophy for me.
I'm the same as you. I'm the same as you.
Yeah, so, we'll wait and see. Look, the season's not over yet. We'll wait and see what happens at the end of the season. It is what it is. I don't know how that left wing is. The left wing is going to definitely open us up, which will be fantastic. Great season. What planet are you on? Okay. Talk to JJ. I was just like, what? Right, Dead. George versus Arteta. No, well, exactly. I don't understand how that's even a comparison. To be honest, sorry. No offense to Arteta lovers, but that is not a comparison.
It's not even a debate.
And Raja, I'm obviously not being horrible to you either. It's George Graham has won so much for our club. Did he give us great football? No, not all the time. But the actual atmosphere and just, PB, I know you probably went to Highbury as much as I did when you were young as well. It was just something different. It felt different. Right now, it doesn't feel the same. And it's not because I'm old or grumpy.
Boys.
It's just it felt different. Yes, mate.
I mean, PB's heard me talk about this as well, but I remember it was November 2003. We needed to beat Dynamo Kiev to stay in the Champions League more or less because we had a bad start 3 games. That was our invincible season. That was the loudest atmosphere I'd ever heard in my life. It was deafening. I've never heard anything like it. We won the game 1-0 with Bobby's favourite left back scored the winner, and and it was just I know he's thinking about it, thinking he was a great left back, but
he was an arsehole, scumbag.
But seriously, it was. I mean, the atmosphere. It was the best atmosphere I've ever been to, and that includes the Emirates. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I miss home.
Was that Shevchenko and Rebrov up front? That was, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, it would have been.
It was indeed. Yeah. It
And
was.
that brings me very quickly, because I just quickly want to talk about this, because everyone's having a pop at Gyökeres and all that kind of stuff. Now, back in the time, because I'm pretty sure Pre-B knows where I'm going with this, Shevchenko was probably one of the best strikers in the world.
Best. Yeah, absolutely.
And he signed for Chelsea.
And he was
How well did he do at Chelsea, everybody?
Oh, please.
Oh, Torres went from Liverpool to Chelsea. Same thing.
This is my argument.
Oh, I don't even go with the Torres, because Torres was decent, but Shevchenko at that time was
different class, of
world
course.
class.
Yeah.
Wow kind of player. And he went to Chelsea and flopped, something chronic.
Yeah.
Even I was like, what the hell?
Got a few goals.
I'm sorry. So I'm being told in the Discord, when I'm obviously backing up Gyökeres, I'm even backing it up by showing them the way we're playing and how he's not being given the ball. And yet I'm being told that, of course, I'm going to blame everyone else but Gyökeres. And I'm sitting there going, no, I am blaming everyone else because they're not passing him the ball. And it's Arteta's system that's not allowing them to do it. But no, I'm wrong. I'm 100% wrong in the Discord.
Oh, Neil, of course you are. You're always wrong, mate. That's just how we always are. All of us are always wrong because they're always right. No matter who we're talking to, they're always right and we're always wrong.
I would like to give the others a little bit of slack as well, right? I mean, I'm just saying, I guess we've probably taken a lot of these debates in the Discord. I'm pretty new to the Discord, but I mean, again, I'm a new Arsenal fan, 20 years, little over 20 years. For me, the reason I fell in love with Arsenal was how we played. Like I had my pick of United, Chelsea. Like I was an international fan, so I had my United. I would pick United, who was basically glory days United, like 2008. Like, and then I had Chelsea, who won the odd Champions League here and there, and was in the final during that time. And I think why I fell in love with Arsenal is because of the way they play, is because what we stood for. The intricate football, the 1-2s, like, all our players were like that. I do think sometimes we may be biased on our playing style. So when we look at Arteta, I think we get nervous about it because the way he plays is pragmatic football and not the football that we're all used to seeing Arsenal play in general. So I feel like the fans that go to the stadium, right? They've been to the stadium for like what? They've gone to Highbury, they've gone to the Emirates, they've been there for like 30 plus years. For them, what Arsenal means is the beautiful way of football. For everybody, is a beautiful way of. I mean, we get bantered for losing, but technically, if you ask like a neutral fan, they would say like, we also loved watching Arsenal because of the way they played football.
Not anymore.
Yeah. So now I feel like now that we're playing a little bit of pragmatic football, I think fans that have seen what Arsenal stood for may hate a little bit of what we're doing right now because it's unwatchable. Like it's like you're sitting and you're waiting for when that inevitable is going to happen, like when we're going to concede that goal because we're being pegged back and we're not moving forward. So,
but we're pegging ourselves back, mate. That's what annoys me.
Yeah,
is we're pegging ourselves back.
Our own worst enemy.
And I think, and don't forget what I just said there was in the Arsenal Discord.
Yeah.
So that's Arsenal fans telling me that Gyökeres is the reason we're not winning football games.
Yeah.
And I'm
same fans that wanted Gyökeres.
You've lost the plot, mate. Literally, I think you need to go and drink whiskey like I am. Because if you can't see that the system's not allowing Gyökeres. Somebody said it, and I don't know who said it, and they made so much sense. They turned around and they went, we're playing to Gyökeres' weaknesses, not his strengths. Yeah. And that is so correct.
See, Havertz is happy to be a false nine and recycle play. Gyökeres wants service so he can take a shot at goal. It's
does
two
anyone
different philosophies.
Does anyone remember Havertz in the pre-season? Was it last season?
No, this season.
Trying to hit the goal in America. But they want him to start up front over Gyökeres. Come on now, give me a break.
Commander saying Arteta is a mediocre player and was a mediocre player. I want him gone. Even he doesn't win. I want a new voice, but will always appreciate what he's done.
Absolutely.
Mate,
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm never
Fair
going to
enough.
tell you not
enough.
to respect what he's
Fair
done.
enough.
Right? For me,
Yeah.
I don't think he's done enough for me
with
to
you, Sahir.
think about him that
He
much. To
hasn't.
be honest, I'll forget him about
Yeah.
after a week. I'll be honest. That's just me.
I'll forget him after about a minute.
Well, I was trying to be nice with a week, to be fair. But it's just look. There's obviously certain stuff I know about him, and that's why I don't like him. But obviously, you guys don't know that, and that's fine. But yeah, he just hasn't done enough for me personally, and the football is absolutely shit. And that's why I watch football, is to be entertained, and our football
Yeah.
is not entertaining at all. Just because he can't take us over the line doesn't mean he's a failure. I don't think you really can class that as a failure, because not every single manager can win the league, win the cup, but he hasn't achieved the goal. I don't think I'm
He's
calling
stuck
him a
in one
failure.
place. He's
Yeah.
stuck in trying to land. That's what it
Look,
is.
I'm sure he'll
Yeah.
do very, very well in future. I'm sure he will, and I guarantee there'll be
But
Arteta lovers that
But
come
we
back to us
banter.
then.
But I hear that. But we banter. We banter teams that win trophies and managers. We banter serial winners over the years all the time worldwide, and we also banter those that struggle with clubs. And then we actually, as fans, we laugh at like Liam Rossini. I didn't laugh at him, but he was getting laughed at. A lot of managers getting laughed at. They say, "Oh, Eddie Howe, he shouldn't be gone. He should be gone." But Eddie Howe's been in the job. He was in the Newcastle job. Far less than Arteta has been at Arsenal. So
And won a trophy.
for me, yeah, and he won the trophy. So it's 1-1 in the trophy there. But we tend to do that. It's like, to a lot of fans, I've always said it's nothing wrong with loving Mikel Arteta, man. But when you can't always defend the things he's done. We also praise the things that he's done, but
100%.
but I think a lot of fans also find it hard to basically what's to say, like when a manager
Be
does
objective.
something silly, or yeah, that's the word. You know
That's
what I
the
mean? So, but with Graham and Wenger, and I know Bobby was the same. Oh man, I used to moan at them two all the time. I used to get on my nerves at times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And and as much as I loved them, I criticised them because they deserved it. I didn't just say, hey, don't be talking about George Graham like that. We weren't that bad. We was all right. And then people tell me, nah, Brendan, we were terrible, man. The way we lost to Southampton that day, and then but for me, it'd be a case of, well, no, we didn't play well enough, and George Graham and the team deserve criticism.
Yeah.
So I always criticise and praise my teams. Ever since I've been a fan, I've done that.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be. Me was always underestimated, says Dan. I feel we might lose Saliba, Gabriel and Rice. Won't sign his extension if we don't win anything and Arteta stays. Not this season. All I'd say is Rice will sign a new deal. Saliba always wants to go somewhere else at some point in his career, and I've got no issues with that. He's got a dream club. Arsenal is not his dream club. And Gabriel, not sure. Depends what Real Madrid do.
Bring me 90 million, mate, and
Well, exactly. I'd be quite happy to sell him for 90 million quid. I'll be honest. I've got no issues with it. I don't see him tweaking the system, even if we get that left winger in. Well said, Bobby. JJ gone quiet after that. La Liga play the best football. Premier League is the hotter version of National League. Did you know Just Eat are delivering games and consoles from Gex? Yeah, I don't understand that. I'll be honest. I said it to M a few weeks ago. I was like, at what point is an emergency game needed to be delivered to your door? It makes no sense to me.
Did somebody say, just play?
Bobby, you got to admit that Madueke is a dud. No, Madueke is not a dud. Madueke is not being used to his strengths. And that is down to coaching again. As I said, Lee Carsley got the best out of him. You can say it was
very good in a 1x100 relay squad, wouldn't he?
Honestly, I don't know what's going on training wise. Something's not right. I keep saying this all season. Madueke is better than what we're seeing right now.
Bobby, I've said it again in the Gyökeres argument. you know, when someone calls him out, I'm saying, okay, how has Saka done the season? How has Madueke done the season? How's Trossard done the season? How has Martinelli done the season? None of them have played well.
No.
None of them have played well this season.
He's on a par to have a season, does he?
Mate, none of our starting forwards get into the City team.
No.
And they should be. They should be getting in there.
Yes.
So I agree with you, Bobby, 100%.
People giving up on Gyökeres and saying Havertz suits you better. It's a bloody coaching problem. Not playing to Gyökeres' strengths. Literally, what happened against Newcastle? We were playing to Gyökeres' strengths when Havertz was on the pitch. As soon as Havertz went off, we were playing to Gyökeres' weaknesses. So it made no sense. So
how did Odegaard not see that pass, Bobby?
Oh, well.
I don't. I think he saw the pass. I think he just intentionally made a decision not to pass it there.
I think another
and it was a silly decision.
It was a silly decision. Post me one.
Honestly,
I've seen that video over 50 times. I just think intentionally. You could see his eyes go there, and then he looks to the side and he passes it inside.
I'll be honest. If Odegaard has chosen to do that, then he seriously needs to look in the mirror himself, because he's had a shit season. And Gyökeres has done more for us this season than Odegaard has, because at least he's got 18 goals and assists.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Some of them Arsenal journos didn't say anything about that.
I'll be honest. Also, what it isn't is not a captain material, because a captain should trust your players, not go, "Oh, well, you're crap, mate."
That's right.
No, wrong person on the pitch again. Sorry, guys. Big up, Steve. It is very early for you, mate. I hope you're doing well. Spending around 1 billion and not kicking on from FA Cup win is a failure for me, unless he wins something this season. Big up to Israel. When you know the talk about Gyökeres are pure hate, it's when you hear people say he can't pass, can't shoot, doesn't have positioning. It's a shame he doesn't do very well at Sweden. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Silly me. Oh, he's also picked above Isaac, who is. But anyway, we'll ignore those details, Israel.
Scores hat-tricks in the right team.
Yeah, honestly.
And now everybody has the ammunition as well, because they've seen that him not passing the ball in a 4v1 attack, and now people are going to hold that to their hearts and basically say he's a shit footballer.
These are the same geniuses.
That's exactly what's happening.
Last summer.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what's happening, because you see, you know what I mean? And you see, Raja, what you just said, Raja, is exactly what's happening now. So I've seen a few short videos with certain people like Harry Simeon and a few others, and they're big. They're biggest Arteta fans. Yeah, they are, and they're the biggest.
Sorry, did I blur that out? Sorry, I do apologise. Sorry. But they've all mentioned that.
Yeah,
right? And I'm thinking, okay, you know, and this is why I was saying to Dodsey yesterday, because of the way he broke down the game, and also big up to Sahir in the chat, because it's a shame he couldn't make it yesterday, because I know he had a hard day at work, but I can get his insight tomorrow. But yeah, it was just, if you're a journalist, regardless of whether you love the manager to death or not, you've got to explain everything in detail, not just leave out certain things and want to have your own agenda on Gyökeres, because they didn't even mention, oh well, Odegaard. As much as I love Odegaard, I couldn't believe he didn't play that ball to Gyökeres' left. He was on the left, but they didn't say that. They mentioned that pass that just wasn't that well.
Yeah. Exactly.
But Brenny, these are the same people. In the Discord last summer, I said I don't want Gyökeres. I said I don't want him.
Yeah, you did say that.
Sesko. I said I wanted to go Sesko, and I said, but when he puts on the Arsenal shirt, I will back him. Yeah. But the people who were mouthing off back then wouldn't listen. And guess what? Yeah. Now they've seen him in an Arsenal shirt in a system that is not designed for him to be successful. Yeah. They're now against him, and they won't listen. The problem is their ears. You know, it's like, come on,
mate, he's not the only one. People that want Havertz to start that made the exact same mistake with the pass to Martinelli the last time he played in the City game. And I'm sitting there going, guys, come on, let's be fair. Let you know, but we are as a fan base. Well, not all of us, but a lot of the fan base are happy to to point at certain players to scapegoat, mate. We know that.
And it's exactly what's happening. And these same people will tell you all, back the team. So are you not backing the whole team then? For these people who say that, it's ridiculous. It's
How many
ridiculous.
times have
And
we
another thing, just before you go on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Raj. Just before go on, and then I know Bobby's got a crack on because we've probably got a scary quiz coming up. But so basically as well, and another thing as well, Berta is also getting stick from fans. Yeah. It's crazy. What's he getting all this stick for?
Mate. Yeah. Honestly, so the argument sorry, Raja. The argument I had with someone the other day was somebody said to me, "Oh, Gyökeres this." I said, "You do realize that Arteta," because I was told that Arteta had no decision in the Gyökeres signing. And I turned around and I said, you do realize how it works. Arteta will go to the sporting director and he will give him a list, a 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever list to the sporting director, who ultimately will make the decision, yes. But Berta will go to Arteta and say, look, we can't get him because we've got 250 million. We've got a lot to spend in the club. We've got a lot of areas to fill, a lot of gaps to fill. And I can get Gyökeres for this. Arteta's clearly gone and said, cool, get him. I'll work with him. How I can be told that Arteta has no decision in that, he does have a decision. And people just don't understand how a business works. If I'm buying something, I'll go to my a piece of machinery. I'll go to my production manager in my company and I'll go to my operations manager and say, guys, will this machine work? Yes, it will, Neil, or no, it won't. That will make my decision on whether I buy the machine or I don't buy the machine. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, Bobby, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
No, mate, you're spot. The only thing that the only thing that Mikel does not want are people that are going to cause problems in the dressing room. So they basically, when they do scouting reports, they also do a personal account of the person themselves. So they interview people around the player as well. So agents and anyone else we can get hold of. Trust me, there's ways that we can get the statements from other people. It's not very nice. And if any of those are negative, Arteta doesn't want them. And I'll be honest, some of them I do agree with. Some of them I do think he's gone a bit OTT over personally, but that's just me. Arteta likes people that can be, and I say this very gently, but I know how it's going to be taken. Controlled. He likes players that can be controlled, that won't bark back, because he's the boss.
But we know that. That. Look at Aubameyang. We know
exactly.
That. Ozil. Look at Mesut Ozil. We know that. Nothing new.
Laka was the same problem as well, but they didn't talk about that very much. But Laka was a problem as well. Mm-hmm. There's been a few. Guendouzi, I think you mentioned. And that's why we didn't get Santi at the club as well to be a coach, because there was no way Mikel was going to have Santi getting his name chanted more than what Mikel would have. And at the end of the day, that's exactly what would have happened. Santi's name would have been chanted more than Mikel's name would, because Santi has done more for the club than Mikel ever has.
Club legend.
Exactly. So big up to DJM. Hopefully we get a result away tomorrow. I hope you're doing well, mate. I know it's about 15 minutes and I haven't got it on, so I haven't got a clue.
And please could we sign Elise? Please.
Any truth in Mourinho to Madrid, Bobby? Madrid are doing really weird things at the moment. They've got 3 targets. Mourinho is one of them. I don't understand why, personally. It is what it is. I'll be honest, Chris. Also, prepare yourself for FSG to be really extremely hated. Just prepare yourself.
Signing a new deal.
So yeah, Champions League is a cash grab at this point. We ain't winning it, lads. Oh mate, I don't see us winning it personally.
I don't see us winning either.
But
watching this in the background.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I've always said this, and I'm sure everyone will agree that I've said this. When it comes to finals, if we can get it to the final, scrap everything that you've seen the whole rest of the season, because a final is different. Anything can happen. So if we can make it to the final, then I think our chances go up. But I do think this will be a very tricky fixture personally against Atletico.
Penalty Bayern.
Okay. I think these two. These two are the winners. They're you know what I mean?
Could be. We have Arteta fans, not Arsenal fans. They are talking. This is the thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. This is
it's weird.
Exactly.
You support.
That's what's happening.
The club. You support the club. Yeah. Look, I don't tell anyone to do this, but I support every aspect of the club. So if it's women, men, under 21s, under 18s, I support the whole bloody thing. And some people don't, and that's fine. But you do support the club. You don't support 100%. A man. Because if that's the case, when Arteta does leave, I'll be honest, I expect you then to follow wherever he goes next and stop supporting Arsenal. Yeah. Because that's how it should be. Because if you're supporting a man, that guy will not be here forever. He will go elsewhere. And I'm sure he'll go to Barcelona at some point in his career. And I'm sure he'll go to Sociedad at some point in his career. So I expect you to go and follow him over that and stop supporting Arsenal, because that's the way that people are wording it.
The next manager that comes in, there'll be a lot of hate, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, I think, personally.
And if you have to support one man, right? I'm just saying, one man right now you pick from the Arsenal squad. That's Victor. I mean, like, what did he do this summer to get his move to Arsenal? He donated his salary. I mean, obviously, I'm just saying, like, clubs definitely, like, I mean, he's paid a lot of money, but still, he donated a salary. He, like, literally held on. Like, he that's the one guy. For me, that's the one person I'm never going to hate for what he did to get his move to Arsenal. Donated his money, did everything he could to get it. So that's the one guy I'll never hate.
Port Vale 2 up against Stockport already. Arteta likes to have control. Shocker, reminds me of that oath I said on my wedding. Oh God, you're not going to get into trouble here, are you? And now I don't get any say whatsoever. I was wondering where that was going, to be honest, DGM. Depends what FSG. If it's about the manager, I'm not even bothered. Slot did win us the league, but starts to... Yeah. What do you mean about the FSG being hated? Slot related. Club over employee always. I hope the Arteta sexuals do fuck off when he goes. Neil says it's 1-0 to Munich. I won't be in a meltdown if Slot stayed. To be honest, I want him gone because, well, it's more to do with, and this is the if what I've been told is correct, is the person that you were trying to get, you weren't going to give him the power.
Big up, Luke.
So, yeah. As I said, FSG are not great owners, personally. I don't personally. If people hate KSE, and I get where they're coming from sometimes, especially with Stan, but FSG are horrendous, I'll be honest. I would be well, playing the audio through the speakers probably means I've signed my own death sentence. It was nice knowing you. It was very nice knowing you, dear Jim. I do apologise, my friend. I know Nick needs to... what time you got to go, mate? Is it 8:45?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, I'm going to try and finish it for that for myself as well. But we have got the challenge, and we're going to quickly try and do this as quick as we possibly can. Okay, so we're going to do the challenge first, and we're going to try and do it as quick as we humanly can. Everyone's got experience on this now, so we should better crack through it. Choose five from the Arsenal, 5 from the opposition. I will select one player before you begin. 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward from the opposition. Once you select a player, you cannot swap him. Formation of the home team is always selected. Not for this one. I'll explain why in a minute. No former players present. Oh, trust me, it wasn't my decision. I wanted the 4-4-2 as well, but it was not done like that. No unavailable players. Doubts are available to pick. So there was 2 people that obviously have taken part in this competition beforehand, and let's just say they're not people that I would want to disagree with. So they kind of pushed me into a certain situation where, okay, so it's the Arsenal formation of a 4-2-3-1. That is what you're going to be doing because they've done it as well. I only think that's fair. If they've done it, so should you. You'll see the name shortly. You'll get a good idea of who they were. So the player that I have chosen, and I've chosen it for them as well, so it's only fair, is David Raya in goal. It's a Spanish theme tonight, which will come into the quiz as well. And Raja, because you're at the top, mate, and I will put up the squads. Thank you, Nick, for this fantastic idea. It does really help. So we're going to do the Atletico players first. So Raja, you get the first pick of Atletico. Obviously, Raya is in goal for the Arsenal.
I am going to go Alvarez.
Yeah.
Alvarez, what position?
I will put him at the one, the striker.
As striker, okay. No worries. Neil.
Good choice.
Nemo. Is that your guess? Is it Nemo? Is it Dory? I was trying to work out what you're going to do there.
Player, Neil. That was me talking Wales.
It's the third movie.
Oh, well, trust me, I've watched it enough, Nick. I knew exactly what you meant.
It's going to be probably slightly controversial, but I've always loved him as a player, and I'm going to put, because our left-hand side is so awful, I'm going to put Griezmann up there as left.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah, I do like him.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
PB.
Okay. Got to go with Llorente.
Okay, what position? Because he is versatile.
Yeah. He can play as a centre half.
Or right back.
Or left back.
Yeah, he can be.
What position? Because don't forget, if you've chosen the player but you haven't selected the position yet, so you can move him around.
Yeah. Okay. Llorente, play him. I'm trying to fit in Hincapié in it, so I'll play him.
Go right back.
Play him on the right.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Nick.
I'll go for Koke, anchor in the midfield.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. Yep.
And I'm going to go back to you, PB, for the final Atletico player.
Okay. So we covered everything.
Yeah,
now.
you covered the basic rule. Yep.
Fantastic. Got to go. You see, there is. We've got to go with Simeone in midfield. I do like him.
Right, where do you want to put him?
He can play the 8.
You want to play him the 8, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay. Right, so now it's obviously you can confer now. Left back, Hincapié, everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Yep.
Yes, definitely in form.
I was so happy.
I'm guessing it's Saliba and Gabriel at the back then.
Yeah.
Same here.
Okay. You got a right winger. Who are you going with?
Saka,
yeah.
Okay. And the number 10.
Oh, could we do Eze, boys?
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to do him that way. Easy.
Yep, Eze. Okay, so this is the team that the guys have gone with. Raya in goal, Llorente, Hincapié, Saliba, Gabriel, Koke, Simeone, Eze, Saka, Griezmann, and Alvarez. Let's have a think. Well done, guys. Awesome stuff. And you get presented an award now by Georgie and Dennis. So well done.
Thank you.
You are up against two. Well, I would class them as friends, but not the way that they treated me regarding the formation. But we're going to start with Diego first. He went with Raya, Llorente, Jimenez, Saliba, Hincapié, Rice, Zubimendi as the 8. He was very specific about this position, by the way. Griezmann as the 10. I personally did like that. Alvarez, Lookman on the left, and Gyökeres. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. We're going to do Patrick's. Raya, Timber, Jimenez, Gabriel, Ruggieri, Rice, Odegaard as the 8, Almada as the 10. Oh, they're
that's
good, aren't they?
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
that is good.
They are both really good. They really have done this very, very bit as well. Awesome stuff. Well done, everybody. It is. They did really well.
May I say, PB? Sorry, before you go on, may I say thank you.
Let's listen to your guests today.
What's that? Well, the guests are Patrick Vieira. Thank you, Patrick, you legend, and Diego Forlan. Big up to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Close, so close.
Oh wow!
Sheila has scored for PSG.
Yeah, it was a goal. Big up to you, Luke.
Chris has gone with Raya, Timber, Gabriel, Henko, Ruggieri, Rice, Llorente, Griezmann's the 10, Dalman, Gyökeres. I've got no issues with that, scoring that 10 at all. I know, I know people will think I'm mad, but no, I've got no issues with that. It makes me smile.
Chris is always on it, man.
We get to enjoy some proper. Exactly. Yep. Tonight you'll get to enjoy proper football. Tomorrow night, probably not. I'm just saying probably. I'm not saying it's definitely not.
Luis Diaz is such a good player, isn't he? Oh,
yes,
he is, isn't he?
So good.
I don't know.
Are we ready?
I still take Serge Gnabry over Martinelli and Trossard, man. I'll put him back home. Jeez, man.
All right, people, get ready.
Oh God!
Because here we go. This is hard, and I mean this is hard. As you know, I like to do nice, cheerful things, especially when it comes to the quiz. Right, so Raja, obviously, I know you've done this before. This quiz is a mixture of questions and guess the players this time. It is probably one of the hardest quizzes you will ever have to do with me. It is Spanish related. It's not necessarily Atletico Madrid related, but it is Spanish related. That is the only clue to help you throughout the evening. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the first question. Raja will have his option, then Neil, then PB, then back to Nick, and I'll give you the answer at the end. So Raja, and everybody really, against which opponent did Fabregas become the youngest Arsenal player?
Oh, gosh.
Was it A, Wolves, B, Rotherham, C, Derby, D, Sevilla? So you can just do which one you think, so you can A, B, C, or D. I'll write it down and then I'll go to Neil and so on and so forth until I give the answer at the end. So what is your guess, Raja?
I'll go Sevilla. D.
Okay, so you're going to go for D. Neil?
C. Derby.
PB?
Rotherham.
Nick?
I was going to go Rotherham as well, purely because it being something like a League Cup or something like that.
Okay, so you're going to go with Rotherham as well.
Yeah.
The correct answer is B, Rotherham.
And I was with Damos at that game. It was a League Cup, geeks, and it was the one where we won 9-8 on penalties, and Sylvain Walter got 2 of those penalties.
Bloody hell!
Oh my gosh, you put a whole pound in then, didn't they? We got that easy.
Right, next question, and we're going to start with Neil this time. Who is this player?
Jesus!
Oh dear!
I thought the whiskey was going to help.
Take another shot.
Has anyone got a magnifying glass?
With the shirt, I'm going to go, because I know what you're like, Bobby. Gabriel Paulista.
Sorry, Pete. What was that, Neil? Sorry, mate.
Gabriel Paulista.
Okay. PB, what's your guess?
Actually, I'm looking at the shirt as well, and yeah, I would say Gabriel because I know he also played for Atletico, so I'm going with him as
Okay.
well. It's the shirt. I'll be pissed if I get this wrong.
Okay,
Yeah.
Nick.
I don't know if this is one of the times where you're doing both, or is it just a Spanish thing? Because that looks a bit like Arteta to me. I was like, Arteta.
Oh no! Oh no!
God.
It's not him. It's not Gabriel. Sorry. I know who this is now, and I've lost it. Damn it!
Well, so
Damn it!
I haven't. I'm going to say Arteta. I am where it's at.
Okay, you're going to go with Arteta. Raja, I'm intrigued because there's like someone said something in the comments or something.
I mean, I was gonna go. I'll go Paulista. I was gonna go Paulista.
Oh, okay,
I would have
right.
gone Torreira.
Oh, okay.
No, I can see. I
PB?
can see him now. I can see him. Hey?
Can you? I think
That's right.
before PB
Yeah.
digs himself a hole, I'm going to move on to the answer because it is not a him.
What?
It is a her.
Oh, it's Martha.
Oh, Bobby.
Sorry, Sarah.
Oh,
Oh,
she's got short hair, Bobby. Stop it.
Yeah.
actually, it looks like her hair's tied. Her hair looks like it's tied.
I think we should just call that. Arteta.
Arteta. Yeah, it is.
No.
Marta Arteta.
I think it should be it's a null question.
She played for Atletico Madrid and Arsenal. That is why. I think currently she plays for Real Madrid, I think, at the moment. Right, let's move on. PB, you get to answer this one first. Which Spanish defender made over 250 appearances for Arsenal? A. Pablo Mari. Thankfully, obviously, that's definitely not going to happen. C. Monreal. B. Bellerin. D. Mikel. Obviously, I've ruled out A because I don't know why I even put him in there because I created these questions. I don't know why I put him in there. I hate him, as you can probably tell. So let's rule out A. So is it B, C, or D?
Oh, mate, that's got to be. I would say. Oh, hold on. Jesus, 2-1 PSG.
Yep, saw that.
Oh dear, it's now. I'm thinking Hector Bellerin had injuries, more injuries than Monreal. So I'm going with. You know what? I've got to go with Hector Bellerin because he was at the club a lot longer than Monreal.
Okay,
Well,
Nick.
for a number of years.
Yeah, I'll give you. Nick, what's yours?
I would have gone Monreal, but Brenny's making me doubt myself now.
Yeah.
The only reason why I say
Okay.
Monreal because I feel like he was more in the team.
All a part of my plan.
I'm going to go C. I'm going C.
You're going to go with C with Monreal.
Yeah.
Raja?
Montreal, because
Monreal?
I think had injuries,
Okay.
so I'm gonna go Montreal.
Okay. And Neil?
Brenny. I'm going to go Monreal. That was my
Tough one.
original
You're gonna go with
thought in
Monreal.
my head until Brenny.
Okay, I'm just gonna move it on so everyone can just. sort themselves out.
Hey,
Oh,
I
okay.
did. When he said Bellerin, though, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
did he?
me too. Proper made me think about it.
Bellerin's tough.
Right, next question. We're gonna start with
It
Nick.
was tough.
Who did Manuel Almunia make his debut against for
Oh,
Arsenal?
my
Was it A,
Oh,
Man
yeah.
United, B, Barcelona, C, Man City, D, Chelsea? Nick,
I'm going to go Chelsea.
you're going to go Chelsea. Okay, cool. Raja?
I am going to go Chelsea as well. I know he got subbed on in the final against Barcelona, but
Okay.
yeah, I'll go Chelsea.
Okay. Neil?
Yeah, I'm going to go Chelsea. I think it was the Chelsea game.
Okay. BB?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It was a cloudy day.
Well, no, it's it rained.
Yeah.
It rained. That's why we didn't win a game that day because it rained. I would. You see, because you see, the thing is, right, 2005-2006 season. I can't recall us playing United, City, or Chelsea in a League Cup or an FA Cup. You see what I mean? Bolton knocked us out the FA Cup. Bolton knocked us out the FA Cup that season in the fourth round, and the League Cup we lost to Wigan in the semi-finals. I would have to go Barcelona.
You're going to go
League
for
final.
Barcelona. Okay.
I'm probably wrong.
Well, you're all wrong.
Oh.
Every single one of you is wrong because it was C, Man
No
City
way.
in a League Cup game.
Was
Yeah.
it?
October 27, 2004.
Do you know what it is? I just don't remember them in cups. Like Chelsea, just always feel like we get them. That's why I was like.
But
Chelsea.
you know what, as well. Yeah, you're right. And you know what? With City, we would have won that game because City were brassic then. Oh, what did I think of that? Oh my god!
Right,
Brent,
Raja.
I was honestly, I was like, it's got to be Chelsea because we get them so often in the cups.
Yeah.
Raja, you're going to be the first person this time.
Wow.
Almunia joined Arsenal from which Spanish club? Deportivo La Coruña, Celta Vigo, Malaga, or Sociedad?
Must have been a crap club.
I actually know this one. I know this one.
I
I
know
can give
it's
you my
not-
answer.
Yeah. I know it's not Sociedad because I know all the players that have played for us in Sociedad. I'm just gonna guess. I'm gonna go Celta Vigo.
Okay, you're going to go Celta Vigo. Neil?
At least you can guess in these answers, multiple choice.
I actually don't know, but I know Monreal came from Malaga. Or did he? Yeah, I'm sure he came from Malaga. So I don't think. I'm gonna go with Deportivo.
You're going to go for Deportivo La Coruña. PB?
Ooh, I can't even recall. So I think it's I'm gonna go with Malaga. I don't even.
You're
know
going to go
where
with
it's on
Malaga.
This idiot.
And Nick?
Raj is right. It's Celta Vigo.
Indeed it is. Celta Vigo.
Decent.
Wow.
Right, you got two more questions, and the next one starts with Neil. Who is this player?
Mate, why do you always do it to me, Bobby?
It's just how it falls, mate. I'm sorry.
Is she female?
No, it's not a female.
Short
mate.
hair this time.
I can see
Oh,
it's got
no.
skin fade. Got skin fade, mate. Don't try and trick me, Bobby. Don't try and trick me, Brent. I think I've already said it because he's quite tall. Well,
Look at the shirt, but
Yeah.
I know I'm looking at the shirt, mate, but I've had a whiskey. Gabriel Paulista. I'm going to stick to my original
You're going to go
answer.
with Paulista
Yeah,
again.
because of his
Okay.
haircut.
Okay, PB?
that shirt. I'm gonna go with Gabriel as well. I thought it was earlier
Paulista.
on.
Okay, Nick?
Yeah, absolutely. It makes me think of that sort of.
And Raja?
I'll go the same. The haircut looks like Paulista.
It would be so bad if you're totally wrong, though, wouldn't it?
If it's Torreira,
It would be so
Oh, it must
bad.
be it's Lucas
if-
Torreira because we are.
Nah, you're right. I just wanted to wind you up a bit.
It looked like the football kid. That's what I was going to say. It makes me think of Sanchez, that era. That sort of,
Right, final question.
Got my
And
shirt.
we're going to start with PB. Which Spanish winger joined Arsenal during the Invincible seasons? Was it A, Lucas Perez, B, Reyes, C, Fran Mereda, or D, absolutely shit Suarez?
Suarez.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that I'm saying Suarez, everyone's going to think Luis Suarez. No, the shit one. So,
No.
which one?
It's such a Spanish name.
Yeah.
Isn't it? You know, that's it's a very blimey. Don't even know this one. I think it's Reyes.
Yeah.
What was your guess, mate?
Man.
He guessed Reyes.
Reyes. Okay, thank you, Nick.
Yeah, Reyes.
Raja.
Actually, no, this one Reyes. RIP.
Okay,
What
Neil.
What an incredible man, Reyes.
R.I.P.
Well done, guys.
Yeah.
Best way I could finish it was the best man. So there we go.
Absolutely.
Well done, guys. Nick.
Yeah.
Well done, mate.
Big
You
up.
actually won today.
Never.
Yeah, 5 out of 7.
What?
I helped you, Nick.
5 out of 7.
I think going after PB was probably the bonus. If you had reversed the order, I would have come bottom. Probably.
Right, let's have a look at some people's guesses. Hector Bellerin, Lucas Torreira. Almunia and Alberto Moreno must be related.
Oh! Ollie say, we got to sign him, man. We got to sign him.
Bobby, have we ever inquired about Elise?
About Elise?
Yeah.
Us? Before he went to Munich, yes.
Okay. But we
decided to sell him as a youth. That was just
Elise is an interesting one this summer. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
Okay.
I don't care what the Munich team come out with. They can say whatever they want. They also need finances. So we'll wait and see. We'll see what happens.
Keep it answer it.
Score predictions, people. Raja. As you now know, it's the heart, it's the head, and it's the desire.
Yep. Score prediction. Hart wants a 1-0 for sure.
Okay.
Head says we will go there and get a 0-0 draw, I would say.
Yep.
Desire, I want like a 2-0 because with all the games that we have coming up, like Fulham coming up, and then we have the game after that as well, I kind of want the home leg to be a little bit less stressful. So desire is 2-0. 2-0 away win is always great.
That is to be fair. That'd be great. Neil.
Heart thinks it'll be a 2-1 Arsenal.
Yep.
My head thinks it's going to be a 1-1.
Okay.
My desire would I agree actually. I want a comfortable, easy 2-0, get a little bit of a lead, put some subs on and that would that's been my desire all season really.
Yeah. Thank you, mate. Nick, because I've looked at the time, I'm going to ask you first before I ask PB, just so you can go as well. So heart, head, and desire, please, mate.
Yeah, thank you. So heart is telling me it's 1-1.
Yep.
Head's telling me 2-1 Atletico.
Yep.
And my desire is a nice healthy 3-0.
Excellent stuff, mate. Appreciate it. And obviously, if you need to go now, that's
Thank
absolutely
you,
fine.
boys.
Thank you
be
for coming
happy
on,
and healthy.
mate.
Love to you all.
Big
Love
up.
to you all, mate. See you later, mate.
If you're free tomorrow, Nick,
it's gone.
big up, man.
Yeah, PB, you know to find him anyway, so you can message him and
I think I'll find him on WhatsApp. That's the only place I can think of.
Yeah, we've got him in many places. So PB, your heart, head, and desire, please, my friend.
Okay, my heart, gentlemen. Wow, my heart says. Heart says 1-1. But my head, and I said it yesterday. It does. I said 2-1. I said we'll lose 2-1.
Okay.
And the desire would be for a 3-goal lead, but but it'd have to be a bigger performance to get that than Arsenal versus Inter Milan from 2003. You have to be bigger than that.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, mate. My heart, bloody hell. Jesus, I honestly don't know. Head is a 3-1 loss, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
My heart, though, it's the way that we play football, that's the problem. I'll go with 1-1 with a heart. Desire 2-0. Arteta stays in Spain. I'll be quite happy with that. Look, people can come for me. I don't care. I personally don't want the guy.
Sure, an opinion, mate.
Exactly, and at the end of the day, I know what I want my club to do, and that's move on. And the only way we can do that, in my opinion, is we let him go. Because I know that there's someone out there that will give us the football that we desire, and we've already got a defence that is capable of being very strong.
Exactly.
Anyway. Right. Let's see what people are saying. Chris going for Atletico 2, Arsenal 0. Mo going for 2-2. Hart can't go up. Head Hughes cost Bradford in 2023. Desire one who's gone regardless. Luke says Hart says 1-1. Head says 2-0 Atletico. Desire is we create more than one chance. The bar is low for our team. Luke, my word. You do realise it's any desire, Luke. Anything you want. And that's what you've gone with. I do love you, Luke. I really do. But
Luke, you're
that
legend,
desire.
I love that.
You're a legend. But I'm laughing at something else. I'm just laughing at something else in the chat, man. Oh my god.
Kabissa has gone with 2-1 to the Arsenal for his heart. Head 1-1 draw. Desire 3-1 to the Arsenal. DJM has gone with heart 1-0. Head 2-1 to Madrid. Desire nice football is the last one too much to ask for. No, it's not. My ultimate desire is oh, for fuck's sake. Oh God.
Oh wow.
Well, I'm going to go through it now.
Funny.
My ultimate desire is to move Christmas, Easter, Halloween, Valentine's Day, weddings, birthdays, any pointless days like Pancake Day parties. I love you, Chris. I love you. You are really funny. Hi, Newcastle. Should
He gets in St. Paddy's Day.
Should buy back Newcastle for $2 billion. Yes, Amanda Stavely should buy Newcastle now. From Ray. Amanda Stavely is currently dealing with another Premier League club. I do expect her to buy one fairly soon. And I do believe that club is in London. So, yeah, one to watch out for, Amanda. Bobby Desire, hell no. I'm not even going to say that because that's just poisonous to even say that. No, AFC 7. Heart says 2-0 Atletico. Head says 1-1. Desire is no more injuries. Liverpool Desire Heart. Robertson gets great send-off. Head slot stays. Desire Van Dijk takes responsibility for once. Honestly, it doesn't get in that dude. But guys, really do appreciate it. Obviously, I do want to kind of wrap it up now. PB, where can they find you, my friend?
No, thanks for having me on, Bob, again, and big up to Raja, Geeks, and Neil. Love to you guys, and for what Chris has said, I'd rather Max Branning win the Formula One title, let Max Verstappen. That ain't, oh no way, man, that ain't happening. But yeah, you can you can find me on my own channel, Course Brenny K74. I'm on 157 now, slowly getting there to 200, and I'll be doing a show tomorrow, just to build little, bit of build up towards the game. So please tune in for that at 6:30 tomorrow. And you can also find me on Instagram Threads. You can find me on X as well, and you can always find me on the Takeover as well. So big up to you all in the chat as well, and thanks for having me on.
Thanks, PB. Raja, where can they find you, my friend?
Yeah, so you guys can find me on X at Raja6Vignesh, Vignesh. Thank you guys for having me on again and again. I hope I'm not a menace to the group here.
I'm slightly worried about your body at the moment, though. I'm just making sure you have got a body.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's currently all I can see is your head. It's like a floating head. And I'm like, oh my word.
That's amazing.
But yeah, big up to
Ooh.
Brenny, Bobby, you, Geeks, and Neil, and thanks for always inviting me on.
Mate, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
This has been great. This has been great. Thank you.
Thank you very much, mate. Neil, where can they find you, my friend?
Yeah, football takeover. As always, always a pleasure to come on, and thank you for inviting me. And big up to the panel, as well as you, Bobby, and Geeks, and obviously my man Brenny K. Big up to his channel as well. I enjoyed going on the other evening as well. Big up to everyone in the chat, and you can find me on Twitter or X, sorry, and in the Football Takeover Discord as well. If you guys aren't subscribed to it, send G Talks Arsenal an invite, and or send him a private message on X, and he will invite you in. And yeah, come on, let's do it. The Gunners. Oh, and by the way, PSG just scored a penalty.
There you go. Thank you, mate. As for me, you'll see me Friday for sure for the match preview for Fulham. Saturday, watch along. Regarding reactions, obviously, I don't know what G's doing yet, but obviously, I will set the reactions up when G says he's going to do it. So the reactions will happen at some point. I don't know what yet. Obviously, we don't do false promises, so G will do it when he can. He does work in the week. He does do a teaching job, so it is very hard to do a late night one. So I'm expecting he won't be able to do it straight after the game tomorrow. And then obviously next week we'll obviously do the second leg. It is next week the second leg, isn't it? Yeah, pretty sure it is.
Yes, next week,
the second
Tuesday.
leg, and obviously everyone should know how I do the second legs. They are pretty much a more in-depth match reaction. So whatever happens tomorrow will be talked about next week. There still will be the quiz. There still will be a challenge of some sort. But the majority of the show is basically a very deep match reaction, basically, with all the stats that I unfortunately have to type up. So yeah, you'll see me very, very soon. Thank you ever so much. Thank you everybody involved, everyone that's been on the show, in the comments. Appreciate it. Much love. I'm out. See you later. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Take care, everyone.